Awesome. Looks like we are live. Welcome back, everyone, for another Carpe Diem Moments, Carpe Diem Conversations. Actually, Carpe Diem Conversations sounds kind of cool, too. I'm just going to share this really quick on my other pages. And if you would like to do so, if you have some friends, family members, etc., that you'd like to chat, feel free to do so. Or like to chat, like to join in, feel free to invite them. If you're on Facebook, you can do a watch party. Oh, I wonder if can I do multiple as one? Oh, I thought that was something new. And we will get started here in about 49 and a half seconds. So while I'm finishing up just the shares, why don't you say hello and let me know what you are most looking forward to this weekend. What are you most looking forward to this weekend? And I just have two more of these I have to do real fast, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. What are you most looking forward to this weekend? Last one. And be sure to invite friends. While we're doing that, just a couple things to go over. If you're not, you want to make sure if you don't, to not miss any of these, to subscribe to the Facebook Lives. There's a thing that you can click to get notifications. To get the lives in YouTube, you can do the same. So be sure you're doing that, so that way you're not missing out on these. And there's one other thing I'm going to miss. Make sure you're subscribing to it so you get notifications for live videos. Also interact throughout. If you push the little emoji button, if you click on if you comment, all those types of things, it really helps in getting this out to more people in Facebook land. So I appreciate all of you who are doing that throughout. But otherwise, let's jump into this. Debbie, hey Debbie, good to see you on here. Peter, Lisa, hey Lisa, what's up? Stacy, hey Stacy, Clancy, hi Clancy. Heather, looking forward to finishing my Christmas decoration. Oh, cool. You have to post a picture and share it with us, Heather. That'd be awesome. I love the Christmas decorations. I think, honestly, one of my favorite times of year is seeing when the Christmas decorations are up. It makes me so happy seeing all the lights. I have some Christmas lights that I leave up year round. Okay, what I wanted to hop into today and talk about was the Christmas spirit and how it doesn't have to be only in December. I think it's really curious that we have this Christmas spirit that we, and it starts with the peace on earth, goodwill towards all. And during Christmas time or the holiday season or whatever we want to call it, just this time of year, people, there seems to be a more propensity to be generous, right? We see the people with the Salvation Army. We try to give a little bit more. We talk about people in need and how we want to help a little bit more. It's the time of year we might clean out our closets to donate some used clothes or old clothes to people in need. We might buy friends lunch, or we think about giving gifts to people because it is the season. We want to spread more kindness. We try to forgive a little bit more. We make more concessions. We reach out to loved ones because the spirit, there's a lot of this is the spirit, the seasons inside of us. We watch happy movies, happy Christmas movies, because they make us feel good and they have happy endings and they're tradition. But I've always wondered, why does it have to stop in December? And then think about that. We go from this season where there's all these things that we do and we know it, right? There's the spirit of the season, the Christmas spirit, the holiday spirit. And then we immediately transition into January 1st, new year. We got to go. We got to have everything is intense. We got to start making our goals. We got to start our gym, or we got to start working off our hangover from the day before, or we got to watch a lot of football and eat a lot of calories. And then we're going to start working those things off. But it just goes from, and you notice that everything is I, me. I got to get my business going. I got to do this. I got to do that. We have this complete shift, and the contrast of it is dramatic, right? The Christmas time, the holiday time is much more about we and everyone else and what I can give to others and how I can do this and being kind and thinking of other people. And, we don't get so mad when somebody jaywalks. We don't get so mad when somebody cuts us off in traffic. But then we have this dramatic shift on January 1st where it goes from we and they and us to me. What's my goals? What am I going to focus on? What do I have to do? What am I need? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm a huge proponent of setting goals at the beginning of the year. I'm a huge proponent of looking at yourself and really asking yourself the questions about how you want to make this year the best, the most epic year ever. But I think it's tragic that in doing so, we can sometimes leave behind the Christmas, the holiday spirit, the essence of the season. And it doesn't have to be that way. What if one of your goals, what if one of all of our goals that we set for ourselves here and now was to take with us the holiday spirit, the Christmas spirit, the essence of this time of year, and we said to ourselves, I'm going to make that be a part of my life from January on. What if that was the pledge that we all took? What kind of life would we set up for ourselves? What kind of impact would we make on the world? What kind of impression would you make on the people in your life? If you say, you know what, this year, the Christmas spirit doesn't stop on December 25th. The holiday spirit doesn't end for me on December 31st, but it continues on. What if that was one of your goals? And this isn't to imply that anybody here isn't kind or generous throughout the year. What it is to say and imply is that generally we as a cultural whole around the world during this time of year, there seems to be a more propensity towards kindness and generosity and forgiveness. And what if we just made that our mantra going forward? What if we made it a point that, we give the extra change in our pockets to the Salvation Army during this time of year? What if we made it a point to continue to give that extra change throughout the year? What if we made it a point that instead of closing our closets and locking our drawers away until December of next year, that what if we made it a point to every year at the end of the month, we went to our closet, we went to our drawer, and we pulled out an outfit or two we haven't worn in a long time, and we took it down and donated it? What if we made it a point that every year, throughout the year, including January, February, March, and beyond, that when someone jaywalked across the street, we didn't stick our fist out and cuss at them and call them a bleeping bleep? But what if instead we just looked at them and said, gosh, I wonder what's on their mind. They must be distracted. I hope they're okay. What if we found forgiveness in our heart for them not being aware, or we found compassion in our heart for what they might be going through? What if we didn't stop, letting it go when the person cuts us off on the road, but we kept it going throughout the year? Imagine how much of an impact that would make on your life and the lives of everyone else. What if you continued the idea of giving gifts to people that you care about, people who mean something to you, not because it's Christmas time and that's when you're supposed to do it, but you just chose to give a gift to them at a random time? It could be in January, it could be in April, it could be in June, but you chose to give a gift to them because they're just a good human being. You chose to give a gift to them just because you love them. You chose to give a gift to them just for the simple joy of giving a gift. That doesn't have to be relegated to just this one time a year, right? What if the tradition continued into the new year, where you made it a point once a month to get together with your closest friends and family, no matter what the distance was, even if you were on opposite sides of the world and it may not be feasible to fly and meet up every time, but you scheduled a monthly meetup over Skype or Zoom or Facebook Live like this, where you get together and you eat a meal together. You have a glass of wine together, but you continue that sense of community. What if you made it a point that continuing on past this year, that you and your children are going to go do some sort of community service type thing, that it wasn't going to stop in December, that whatever pulled at your heartstrings and compelled you to go and do something this month, you continue to that as a tradition, not an annual tradition, but a monthly tradition. Just imagine how your life might improve. Imagine how the quality of your life may transform. See, one of the fundamental needs that all human beings share across all cultures is there's this need that we all have for contribution, to make a difference beyond ourselves. And many will argue, and I certainly would be one to be on this side of the argument, is one of the keys to fulfillment is contribution. It's making a difference in the lives of others. Now, isn't it interesting that we have this time in the holiday year where it's so much about everyone else, and we feel like we're contributing on such a high, which is part of the reason why most of us like this time of year, despite all the stress we talk about during it. We all get excited about it. There's a kind of universal magicalness to it. Now you contrast that with January, when it cools around, and we're not thinking about everybody else, but now we're focused more on ourselves. We're setting our goals. We're focusing on our future. It's very singular. What happens? The contribution piece gets pulled out, and we're just left with us. we haven't dealt with our stuff, if we're not focusing on other people, then we start to get sidetracked on our goals. Life happens, and then what happens? We're so focused on ourselves, and now we're focused on now are we achieving our goals, but we feel like crap for not achieving our goals. Contribution, the Christmas spirit, it doesn't have to keep going. It doesn't have to end in December. It really, really can keep going year round. And if I could invite you all to give yourself one gift this year, might it be that the gift you could give yourselves and the gift you could give to others in your life is the gift of continuing the Christmas and holiday spirit on past December 31st. But make it a year round. And I encourage each of you, if I could invite you from a most loving place possible, to challenge yourself after this. It's to challenge yourself to look at yourself during this time of year. Look at the little things that you do during this time of year that you may not do beyond that. Look at the little bit extra you give, the extra smiles you share, the extra attempts to connect with family. Look at the little bit more love in your heart, a little bit more joy you might feel. Notice how you feel when you drive by and maybe smile at Christmas lights. I certainly do. Take that with you into 2019. Take it with you and keep it with you in 2019 and beyond. Do not let the holiday spirit, the Christmas spirit, it doesn't have to end or die by December 31st. Take it with you. So I don't know if you're up for it, but I would love to challenge you to do that and consider making a pledge to yourself. Pledge to yourself that this year, this time is going to be the time where the Christmas season, the Christmas spirit, the holiday season, the holiday spirit, it goes with you into 2019 beyond. I hope this has been helpful for you all. Any questions, comments about this? That's all I got to say for that. I wanted to hop on and give a quick message. Let's see. Heather, Peter, hey. Lisa, 100%. Yes, awesome. Morgan. Yeah, Morgan, awesome. Yes, I appreciate that. All righty, everybody. I'll be back here on Monday with our normal time. Until then, I hope you all have an absolutely amazing and magical weekend. And I hope that you really put some thought into this and take me up on this challenge. Christine, I accept the challenge at 2019. Yeah, there's one person making the declaration. Way to go, Christine. I love that. Good to see you on here and good to see you making that. I think that's fantastic. And what you have going on now, this is going to be perfect for you. And whether we follow this to a T or not, there's something magical that happens about making a declaration, about putting it out there for other people. And just proclaiming that to yourself and saying, you know what, for me, here's my line in the cement. This is how it's been. But for this time going forward, I'm really going to make it more of an effort to be the December version of myself. What if we were all the December versions of ourselves? And that's not to say that there's bad parts of us other times and December is all rosy. I notice for me, December, I tend to be a little bit more kind of, I can do this later with certain things. But there's also lots of other things too, where I like how I feel in December because I'm of the energy around me. So really take that into consideration and join Christine in making the pledge. I think that you do it for yourself and you will see that it will immediately enhance the quality of your life and the quality of your year in 2019 and beyond. All right, everyone, wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, noon, night. Oh, Heather, accept the challenge. Lisa, challenge. Morgan, me too. Awesome. It's good to see so many of you on here accepting the challenge. Oh, I didn't even see it. This thing didn't scroll for me. Well, keep accepting the challenge if you're watching the replay of this. Okay, I got to jump off. So whether it's morning, noon, or night, wherever you are, I wish you an extraordinary rest of your day. Carpe diem, seize the moment. Seize the day, sending lots of love to you. Remember, you hold all the power right here and here to make this moment and the next moment absolutely amazing. So I encourage you to exercise it and take this message with you from now and into the new year and share it with a friend who may benefit from it too. Perhaps you can even make a challenge amongst your family and friends. Get everybody on board with it. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.